It is my final day on the French Riviera. I'm about to check out of the Hotel Plaisance, leave my luggage in storage for the day and head out into the incredible city of Nice to do some exploring. I have got to be back here though at 7 PM tonight to pick up my luggage, to then head to the train station to get to the airport to fly back to the UK, which means in total I've got 9 hours exactly to spend in this city. So let's see what I can find in that time. It is a beautiful day, so we're off to a good start, I have to say. There we go, that's the incredible blue sky, and I'm going to be heading down there now and out into Nice. My first stop is here at Nice Beach. It is a beautiful morning, the sky is blue, the ocean is even bluer. The beach, by the way, is a stony beach, not a sandy one, but that doesn't seem to stop anyone from coming down and enjoying the glorious weather. In that direction is the airport, maybe about 4 or 5 miles away. And then as I come round, that's the direction I'm heading in, towards the old town and the famous Promenade des Anglais. I'm up on the main boulevard. It is lined with palm trees on one side and the beach and sea on the other. It's a really nice place to just come and walk. It is, I must say as well, sadly the scene of a horrific terror attack a few years ago when a truck was driven at pedestrians down here on Bastille Day, I think it was, in 2016. Just coming along here, and there is a little memorial painted onto the promenade that says "Love will always triumph," and this was the spot where the truck was stopped by French police. So you can see after the horrific terror attack here in 2016, a lot more bollards have been put up so that vehicles can't access the promenade. I've just made my way up from the waterfront to a little plaza, and this is called the Fountain of the Sun. It's at the gateway of the old town, so I'm looking now towards the new town. Behind me is somewhere called Old Nice, and that's where I'm heading next. Nice has only been part of France for about 150 years. Before that, it was part of Italy. It is now France's second most popular tourist destination after Paris. I've just left the very central Nice Cathedral behind me, and I'm now in Rosetta Place, which is like a central meeting area for the old town. Lots of bars and restaurants here. Actually a really pretty place. All these restaurants, bars, shops, people enjoying the sun. So far I have managed to see the promenade and the old town of Nice, which is really nice. But now I'm heading into here and up to a place called Castle Hill. One of the reasons for coming to the top of this hill was just to get some panoramic views of Nice, but there are some other things up here as well that you can do. Go and have a look around, some old chateaux I believe. So I'm going to see if I can find the panorama and then see what else is up here. There's a sign there. Say panoramas to the right, chateau to the right, a tour, a cascade. Cascade, is that waterfall in French? I've got a feeling it means waterfall. My French is getting better after only a week. It is about 26 degrees today, so the last thing you want to be doing is climbing a huge hill. But nonetheless, that's what I am doing. There's a bit of shade up here, which is quite nice. It turns out that in 500 BCE, so 2,500 years ago, the Greeks invaded this area and they decided to build a village at the top of this hill, which is now called Castle Hill, because, for two reasons actually. One is it had a fresh water spring, and two, it was at the top of a hill and it had great views all around that they would be able to use to defend themselves against would-be invaders in the future. By the 11th century, there was a very small but vibrant village on top of this hill, and that village had dwellings for its citizens, it had a cathedral, it had a castle, and it also had fortress walls around the perimeter to keep would-be invaders out. The village became a victim of its own success because so many people wanted to move in and did move in, it became overcrowded. So they ended up moving the entire village down to where Old Nice is now. That's the area that I was visiting this morning. This hill then became a military site. With the castle and the fortress, it was already perfect to guard the region. A few centuries later, and unfortunately, the military castle and fortress got completely destroyed in an invasion. Well, I say completely destroyed, there is still remnants of the foundation that you can see over in the centre of the hill. You can see just about through the trees there some of the stone from the castle foundation. Here we go, a little information sign just next to the ruins. The picture here at the top left is how the fortress and castle would have looked way back when it was thriving in the 11th and 12th centuries. And then over here is how the Romanesque cathedral would have looked. And I believe these are ruins of that cathedral. Hopefully that is a good explanation of some of the history from Castle Hill and why there is no castle on Castle Hill. That was the first question I had when I came here. It's a park and garden these days, very peaceful area, nice place to come, but there are lots and lots of remnants from the history and from the past. As I said a bit earlier, I have now got to start that journey, I'm afraid, back to the hotel, heading back to London, England tonight. But it's been a great trip. French Riviera, definitely somewhere to come. Amazing place. And I'll leave you with a few shots from up here on top of Castle Hill. Thanks for watching.